Oh, that dude got. Oh, that came down there.
No, go straight up. Try to
Wait. Okay. No. Wait. She ain't coming over.
Oh, there she is.
Oh wow. You know what? So let me hear from, because you were actually in the driver's seat on that one. Tell me about your experience.
I'm sweating. Maybe it's just hot in here, but I'm sweating.
Secondhand, it seemed like the game was progressively getting less scary.
Well, I don't think it was getting less scary. I think we were just getting used to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there was anything. I think if they had made it where I didn't have to search so long for those eyeballs.
Oh yeah, the tension.
And then if she hadn't stopped, like eventually she stopped running around the apartment. So I kind of got into a phase where I was like, okay, she's not gonna attack, and I felt more comfortable. But when she was just popping out of nowhere, like I think actually it was really bad in the first like 3 to 5 experiences with her. I think what really made it feel better was eventually when I had experienced it so many times that I kind of knew what to expect. So it's kind of like the jump scare, the overuse of the jump scare was the downfall of the end terror. Because they got us good, man. Yeah, they got us good. Like, I mean, quality. I think it could have been a little bit shorter, and it would have been just a perfect experience.
And that's kind of ironic, being that it was a game jam game. You would think it'd be short and concise, but they went for like a full week, and in that perspective, it was pretty well developed. Like, you would think that somebody built this game over a while because of how long it was.
As a matter of fact, when she was knocking on the door when I was in the room that one time, when I opened this door, what should have happened was I should have seen the hallway. Like, that should have been the hallway. I shouldn't have had to walk out here and then see the door. Right. Because by that time, I had enough time to see what was happening. Like, oh, she's at the end of the hallway. I need to walk down there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had time to... But, like, when it was just happening, like, boom, 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 things were happening. Right. It was...
You bring up a good point, because, if you would have opened it up directly to the hallway, then you wouldn't have ever had to make the choice to go to the hallway. Like that weird decision you had to make to like accept your fate, like walk towards it. Like, because he was already at the very end of the hallway, but then you had to like take a corner.
I had to turn, and then I saw it, and then I was like, I could have just been looking into other rooms and get 20 minutes to cool down. But like, like I think what really the best moments, I think that were the most terrifying, were when I was trapped. When I didn't feel like I had any options. Like when she came out the TV the first time and she disappeared, I was like, okay, I'm good. Then she started walking down the hallway. I said, okay, she's gonna evaporate. And then she turned the corner, and I was like, all right.
It was a different story then.
And what did I do? I looked around the room and I said, let me get into another. Like, I closed this door. I don't even think I had time to close this door. I just ran into here. I backed up and I closed this door. And then it was over. Like, think about this experience. I knew I had trapped myself completely. So I was like, what is about to happen? You know?
Right. No way out.
Yeah. So I think they did a really good job in those moments. And I think, when it came to the end, I definitely didn't feel as scared. Actually, my wife slipped me a note. I can't share. I'm going to take a picture of it. She said, please stop screaming. I think she was asleep. I'm going to take a picture of it. But honestly, I didn't plan to scream.
Me either. Yeah, my wife came in too. You probably heard it for a second.
Yeah, so you know what? I give them props, man. You know, wasn't a perfect experience, but the fact that they made this in 4 days is incredible to me. Right. They definitely had to have skilled people. Sure. I mean, if these are just assets that they laid them out well. They set up a good environment that had like a lot of blind corners and like rooms that you had to enter, and like they did a really good job with the layout, and just setting the tone and building it. They did a really great job with that.
and the sound design for like short notice of a game jam. I mean, it had its quirks for sure, but I mean, it was definitely like from a audio experience. Yeah, like you were saying, the knocks on the walls and making it to where you had to interact with these things that made these ominous sounds, like turn on all the electronics. You know,
yeah, they really did a great job of building the intensity. Yeah, like we said, the end didn't deliver. I kind of figured what they were gonna do, and we were like, oh, she's gonna be behind us, or she's gonna pop up in our face. It was almost too much, but yeah, props. So I hate you, Kyle.
I hate me too,
and I am not thankful for you choosing Linger, but
I regret it as well. But I had to see. It was one of the games that I saw, and I was like, I knew it that if I didn't just go through with it and at least suggested, that I would always regret what could have been, and now I regret what is.
What is, exactly. They say you regret what you don't do, but I definitely regret doing this. So.
Yeah, but hey, I sat here with you. You know, I only turned off my screen every once in a while.
Yeah, I really considered just closing my eyes sometimes, but I didn't. I stuck it out.
You did good, man. You rolled with the punches, and you know that was a nice apartment, so you know it was worth fighting for.
Yeah, it was.
There's some nice stuff in there, and you know the Avatar isn't over, so you needed those TVs to work, and she just took them over. That was a little disrespectful, but made it through.
Cool.
But with that, any final remarks, man, about the this game was made by Bioxide. I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you guys for making this game. This was an interesting experience.
Yeah, all I would say is you guys got a knack for this. I don't know if this is what you guys are working on now, but like I think you should keep at it. I mean, once again, I won't play any of your games, but I do think you guys have a gift, clearly, and as much as I hated the experience, I appreciated what it was, and I appreciate the level of effort and detail. So yeah, it scratched this itch for horror games for about 10 years, so I'm good.
Well said. I have nothing to add except for maybe 5 or so years to that.